Hello. If you redeem the 250 point channel reward, it will actually bring up the pet cam. I have it turned off right now because I don't want it to block the weapon that I have equipped, and I'm already blocking.
Right, people. Story time.
Yes, Bradford, you're quite loud.
Years ago, so my memory might be a little hazy. With XCOM gone and no sign of any survivors from HQ, I had somehow fallen in with a couple of other misfits the aliens hadn't managed to kill yet. We mostly kept our heads down and scavenged what we could. Until one day we found a map. A map claiming to point towards a human sanctuary. A gathering place for those of us still out there. We were suspicious, of course, but we didn't really have much else to lose. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Bradford. Oh, you got ads? Fuck.
The group seemed to get along pretty well. We weren't much more than wandering vagabonds.
Goddamn ads. That's the worst. Yep, you better believe I responded to it verbally. It's okay, at least it's up here on the VOD. Oh, I'm controlling, not the man I thought I was controlling. Yeah, let me know when you're back. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because you don't know if you're back yet, because you can't hear me if I'm talking, if you're not back. And the chats came through. Anyway, I'll just say it to say it. I removed the pet cam because I want to show the weapon that I'm using and how much ammo is left in the tank. You're back. I removed the pet cam because I want to show the weapon and the ammo remaining down here at the bottom. But this game also shows your... I'm mousing over it, but you can't see it because it's behind my toaster. It shows the character you have selected, their name, their class, and the perks that they have. And I'm not really sure how important that information is for the viewing experience, to be honest. But I worked really hard on the toaster, and there's like 4 different layers and recursive scenes involved in the toaster. So I'm kind of reluctant to like take it apart, because if I move it, all of the programming for the toaster animation is... It's not saying, like, send down X units. It's moving to specific coordinates. So I'd have to reprogram my waste of money animation. I would have to reprogram my my toaster animation. Yeah, exactly. So I'm reluctant to do that, but I also don't know how, like I said, I don't know how important that is to the viewer experience. Can I kill you? No, I cannot. Ooh, do I take that 50-50? I really don't want to get shot, but I think a 50-50 is a... Yeah, we're not going to take the 50-50. Yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking about like maybe doing the picture-in-picture, make the gameplay smaller thing, but I don't know. I don't know if that's good either. I feel like I've kind of like shoehorned myself into the toaster shtick. I like it, but I don't know. I guess I'll wait to see if other random viewers have feedback about it. And that's why I should have killed the snake. I look away and I'm getting yoinked before I even realize it. But yeah, got my audio sorted. I've got a handy dandy sweet little Go XLR on my desk. I think it might need a little bit more tweaking, but I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. But yeah, I'm like, I find myself looking at the preview and thinking like, should I remove the toast? Should I remove the toaster? I don't want to be no cam. And a million people are just streaming with a cam in a box. I figure this is at least something unique. I think feedback from others would be key for the toaster config. Yep, but that's going to require other people to actually join the stream. But I figured this would be kind of a... Oh, he broke my cover. I don't remember if cover is actually important against melee or not. I think it buffs your defense stat. Yeah, I think being in high cover ups your chance to dodge, so I'll probably sneak into cover here. I really need to get that snake... I need to get that snake unfucking my guy, though. This guy's far enough away from the faceless that he's probably not going to get attacked, so I think I'll just go for that to free the snake. I don't know. I think that there's 2 conflicting schools of thought on that. Most advice that you'll get if you're looking at any kind of, like, tutorial content or anything of that nature will say not to stream extremely saturated games, because there's pros and cons to each, and the pro to streaming Valorant or CS is that there's hundreds of millions of viewers, but at the same time, the negative to that is that there's hundreds of millions of viewers, and why the hell would someone click on me instead of Gauls, or however you pronounce that guy's name? But in a stream where there's like 9 people streaming the game, but there's still like 25,000 followers for the game, people that like that game might go and click on those channels and see what's up. I can tell from my analytics and also just from the experience live. Also, I don't know what popped this pod and sent these guys in, and I'm really upset that they came in, because that's kind of going to foil my plans. But I think as long as I take out this faceless and reposition to put myself in cover between... Put object between me and them, I'll probably be fine. They'll recommend that you play smaller games, and I can tell from my experience with it and from the hard numbers on the analytics that my Divinity Original Sin 2 streams are far and away my most successful streams in terms of viewership and chatting. And partly that'll have to do with the time of day as well. And I think the people that I'm playing with are probably in the stream as well. I know at least Justin is. So that's helping as well, because it's boosting the number, and I think statistically the higher up number view count you have, the more likely people are to click on the stream itself. Hey, that's a nice hundo %. But if I take that shot, am I going to get flanked? I think I'm going to risk it, because I can't... This is my last action for the turn. I'm going to hope that the sectoid doesn't shoot my guy. Okay, correct target. Cool. But yeah, those have been successful streams. And I've been wanting to stream XCOM 2 anyway. I think that it would be good practice to keep myself talking, because it's a game that I know a fair bit about, and I can either explain my thought process and talk about what I'm doing, or react to motherfuckers like this trying to mind control me. We resisted, cool. We panicked, not cool. The problem with this is they can start shooting randomly. That's really dangerous, because when they're panicked, they can just shoot random targets, and she took cover by the gas pump. If she shot the gas pump, it would have legit exploded and taken out her and Central, so that would have been bad news. And it doesn't matter, because that guy's going to slap the gas anyway. Hear what you're saying? Just made, I guess, popular for Satch. Doesn't even saturated. Yeah, I mean, like I said, pros and cons. I think ultimately smaller streams are better. I think that's what most of the advice dictates, and it's what my experience has reinforced. But yeah, every stream I've done so far, ever since I set up the branding and everything, has been... I've been playing with other people, and that's like cheating, if you want to call it that, because you have other people to bounce off of. And I think that streaming XCOM here is a good excuse to try to do something that I'm familiar with and that I can keep talking about. Because I think that that's a really challenging skill. It's difficult not to repeat yourself, because I've kind of already done that. But it's also helpful when you have someone in chat to bounce off of, so thanks for hopping in, chatting. But yeah, just a trial run. It's I got an email alert for your follow, but it didn't play in the chat. That's interesting. I wonder if Streamlabs automatically like blocks out refollows. I'm curious how that works. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I am kind of hoping to play CS with you and the boys. It's been rough lately. I think everybody's kind of down on the game at the moment. It's been, I would guess, refollowing things blocked. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good thing to do. Otherwise, you could just spam alerts on it. Almost fell out of my chair. Otherwise, you could just spam alerts on a channel. Well, I would assume that they would have a way to track that and prevent that. But,
Fortunately, the aliens didn't give us a whole lot of time to look around.
I feel like I'm getting my ass kicked. I haven't played these little missions on the hardest difficulty, and I think I'm about to find out why I haven't done it. First things first, I want to protect myself. I should move into cover, though, so that other guy doesn't shoot me. Is there high cover available? Not without dashing. So I'm just going to move up one and shoot. That's an easy kill. And this also will let me go back and look at my audio, because I've been tweaking this thing like every couple of days. Before, when I was on USB audio with this mic, it was just real quiet. I don't know if that's a factor of not getting enough power via XLR or what exactly needed to happen, but it's definitely a lot better in with this XLR Mini. Oh, the other thing, this is cool. When I just want to be offensive, I can just hit my button that everything. I just hit the. I gotta practice it, but I can hit my button every time I want to swear, and I promise not to overdo it. But I think it's pretty funny. Yeah. So that's just like integrated directly into the mic, so I might bust that out in CS. Like, it'll come through in TeamSpeak, it'll come through in any game I use my mic in. It's actually just a hardware button. It's part of the thing. Definitely don't want to overdo it. It's kind of an offensive audio tone as well. Oh, this guy hasn't taken his turn. Okay. That sectoid is a threat, but if I chunk the faceless and I reload and shoot out in the open with my machine gun guy, I think that might be the play, because the sectoid will still probably shoot for the sniper in cover other than the guy outside. It's good for bits. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to exercise restraint with it. That's not a skill I've developed just in life in general. I'm pretty unrestrained. Hey, what's up, Unsheep? Did you catch tirade of swear words? Did our chat in my stream make you want to play XCOM 2? No, man, I love this game. I had been planning to stream this for a while. I was just telling my. Oh, I thought you were lolling at it. Yeah, I was just doing a bit and just kept swearing nonstop and hitting my swear button. But I gotta not overdo it. It's fun though. It's tricky because I'm not actually like looped into my mic. I kind of overpaid for this Go XLR Mini considering my use case. I would point the camera down at this and show you, but it's I don't want to take it off the mount there. But my audio setup is a shit audio Modi Magni combo. I don't know if you're familiar with that company, but they make a lot of entry level to high end audio gear. And so I have my headphones coming through their amp, and the DAC is plugged into the computer. And the Go XLR Mini, as you're probably aware, will let you run your mic and your audio output all through it so that you can run your levels all independently for your chat and your game and your own mic and everything. And more importantly, monitor your mic input back into your own headphones. The problem is the audio equipment that I have that I'm running my headphones through is so good. The output maximum is 32-bit, 192 kilohertz. And I don't want to downgrade it because if I pass it through the Go XLR Mini, I'm downgrading it to 24-bit, 48 kilohertz. And that's significantly less good. I admit that I don't know for sure that I would notice the difference, but it's kind of like the difference between being on ultra settings on a game and low settings on a game. Like, or not ultra and low, like ultra and high. It'll often be like a negligible difference, but it bothers me if I can't max it out. So that's my thought process on it. And sometime I might go in and take a look and verify if I can actually tell a difference and try to be honest with myself, because then maybe I'll do it. Because it would allow me to do that feedback thing that I was talking about. I would hear myself swear and see how good I am at censoring it. Yeah, monologuing. But yeah, you get me. I know you get me. Hello, Mick Long Turtle. Hello, friend. Happy to see your first time chat. I'm curious where you popped in from. Were you just looking at XCOM streams? Did you come in from TikTok? I'd love to know. I only have... Is everyone dead? What's been happening? I've not been paying attention. I've been looking at chat and talking about audio equipment. Fuck me. Didn't censor that one. I'm a swearing kind of guy. The censor's for a joke, not because I don't want to say fuck. I really need to pay better attention. You're just looking at XCOM streams? Right on, man. We were actually just talking about the viability of streaming saturated popular games like Counter-Strike, Valorant, etc. I missed the button? Are you serious? The problem is it's way the hell over here. I didn't want to put it like right next to my mouse pad because I'm going to whack that shit when I'm playing Counter-Strike, and I don't want to do that. Wow, I really am down to one guy. Anyway, Mr. Turtle, we were just talking about the viability of streaming super popular games like Counter-Strike, etc., and how easy, I don't want to use the word easy, but how likely it is that someone's going to come view your stream or not, and having less competition, making it, making your content more viewable. And I think you're supporting my side of the argument versus my other buddy in chat. Not that it's an intense debate or anything, but nevertheless, I hope you enjoy. I may have baited you with the title of the stream because I really wanted to just test my audio here. So I'm doing one of the Legacy Operations campaigns, but I think as soon as I get wiped here, which is very likely to happen, I'm going to start a new campaign. And if you're interested, you can have your soldier be added right after Operation Gatecrasher. I can make him Mick Long first name, last name Turtle, or whatever you think is appropriate. My intention is to name soldiers after people should they so desire. I can't believe I hit that shot. That was a 33% chance. My intention is to let people name their dudes and just kind of keep them in the running as long as I can, because I thought that might be fun. I don't know how often people do that. I don't watch a lot of XCOM streams, to be honest, but I love the game. I have a couple hundred hours. I've played through the campaign several times. That's true. I was saying I thought a more popular game would bring in more unique viewers for feedback purposes. So here you are proving me wrong. Yeah, I'm not trying to make it an argument or anything, but it is nice to have people coming in. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm going to finish this mission, pass or fail. I'm not going to move through the whole Legacy Operation campaign because I've gone through all of them and it's kind of samey. And, well, that's it. All my dudes are dead and she's constricted. So here we go. Oh, we're arguing now. Why is it still playing out their turn? Aren't I done? I should be... Is mind controlling me really necessary while I'm already disordered? I'm already grabbed. Fight in chat, fight in chat, fight in chat. Hey, is my audio okay? Looks like I got a couple people chatting now. I'd really like to know if, like, when I lean back like this or when I'm up in here, if I'm wrecking your ears, if my balance versus the game is good. Because I'm like mostly satisfied with it, but I've been tweaking it, and it's hard to be completely satisfied. As I await your feedback, I think I'll actually begin a campaign here. I'm having an internal debate about whether to do veteran or commander, because I was thinking about doing a true Iron Man run because I have a terrible habit of save scumming. And I don't know if I want to take on the challenge of commander plus Iron Man. In addition to the fact that Iron Man can completely bork your game if you have some kind of technical issue. Having the backups of saves and doing a, quote, bronze man is kind of the way to do it, but frankly, I don't have the integrity for that. What to do. I'm trying to remember if I've ever done a run on Commander. I think I might have. I kind of want to go look at my screenshots. I think losing is... Excuse me. I think losing is funnier than winning, so we'll do that. We're gonna reduce no, I'm gonna keep that VO on. I kind of like the lore. We'll skip the tutorial, even though I like running through everything with Jane Kelly. We're gonna do Iron Man against my better judgment. Veteran Iron Man is still Iron Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. We're gonna bump it up though. Is that veteran's the default one? Yeah, that's so interesting. Like veteran's the default. Like as you said that in chat, I was like, is that the harder one? Veteran's the default. That just speaks to how challenging XCOM can be. So we're gonna do Commander Iron Man. Wait, no, Commander? Yeah, Commander. Absolutely not doing Legend. And now, doing the integrated checkbox here just means that it automatically gives you the content from the DLC and you just kind of get those items without any kind of explanation. That's the way the balance is intended for this. And I feel like doing this on the higher difficulty is really going to punish me if I do it the other way, which introduces the content in a more story-based manner. But I really live for that kind of stuff, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm probably going to regret it. But that's okay.
The feed now.
And you better believe we're watching the cutscene. You might have seen it 100 times before, especially if you're coming in and looking for XCOM streams.
Way too much security, even for Advent.
But I am not a cutscene skipper.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap.
I was going to turn on my pet cam, but there's no
trap.
pet in the pet bed at the moment.
Need an
There was
army
before
to
I
march
actually
in
started,
there
and then
right
they
now.
left.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Turtle, have you played... That was really loud. Have you played Chimera Squad? I'm assuming you're an XCOM fan in general. I'm curious your thoughts on it, because that game seems divisive. Yeah, it is kind of XCOM light. My personal response to it was that it felt more like a puzzle game than like a combat. I don't want to use the word simulator because there's nothing realistic about XCOM. But Turtle says, I've played a lot of the previous XCOM with Long War, but for whatever reason I could never get into XCOM 2, so no. Oh, really? So I played my first experience with XCOM is Enemy Unknown. I remember discovering it just randomly in 2012. I think I actually, yeah, it was 2012. So I was playing on a shitty laptop. These FMVs are so loud. No, you know, sidetrack. Nothing annoys me more than games that use their cutscenes as like a full motion video that don't respect the volume setting that you set in engine. And I understand why. It's not in engine. I get it. But I wish there was a way for that setting to like put that information elsewhere and turn down the goddamn video too, because it's so fucking loud.
I have visual confirmation.
Anyway, I discovered
Reapers
Reapers are
are always sure.
always sure. Yes, it does have a Long War mod. I might check it out. If people are into watching mildly modded XCOM, which this is, I have a couple of quality of life and cosmetic mods, which are generally my favorite, and a couple of itty bitty small gameplay mods. Geez, you probably can't even hear me over that loud ass cutscene. I got like a million different conflicting thoughts going on, but yeah, I might check it out again because I checked that out before and I played Long War on the original game. But the original game, Enemy Unknown, was something that I never thought I would be into because looking at it, it seemed kind of intimidating. And obviously now, having played these games, I know they're relatively simple. Yeah, this is way too loud. I promise the game volume should be better, but if the game is mismatched, please let me know and I'll make adjustments. Hopefully you can at least hear me right now. I'll get real into the mic and give you verbose toast, smooth jazz in the morning. It seemed like an intimidating game to me. I just wasn't. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I got addicted. Like I had multiple nights where the sun would come up and I would still be playing. And like people joke about those kinds of experiences, but I would like no joke get lost in it and just completely lose track of time. And it helped that I was 18 at the time, and you know it'd be like summer break from school, from college or whatever. But I definitely got addicted to it, and I highly recommend XCOM 2. But yeah, Chimera Squad just felt more like a puzzle game. I don't like the interweaved turns because it feels more like you have to predict what the enemy's gonna do, and it doesn't feel like you can like really execute a plan. What I like about XCOM 2 is moving multiple dudes and having kind of like a cohesive strategy and executing your attack all at once, and that tit for tat just kind of back and forth gameplay didn't really do it for me. And on top of that, I like the more dark tone of this game. Like it's campy, but it takes itself seriously within that camp, and the lore and Chimera Squad is just so friendly and jokey, and the stakes are lower, so it's just harder to be invested in it. Versus this game, like, the stakes are super high. We're in the we lost the war in the original game is the background of it. We're in this totalitarian, authoritarian government run by aliens. The majority of humanity is cool with it. Everybody's brainwashed as hell. You're fighting against incredible odds, and Chimera Squad is just like a buddy cop movie in comparison, and it just doesn't jive with me. So I'm hoping XCOM 3 is more like this vibe than Chimera Squad, but you never know. That assumes, of course, they're going to make XCOM 3, because right now Firaxis is just focused on that Marvel game they're making or whatever. I don't even know if that's out yet or not. I'm not interested in it. So these offensively loud cutscenes, I apologize if you couldn't hear any of my ranting before then. I don't know why I insisted on playing the cutscene and then not watching it at all. The advantage of having everything loop through the GoXLR there is I would have been able to just drag the game sound down a little bit, and that would be that. But again, I really don't like the idea of downgrading my own headphone experience. Speaking of the experience, I'm intending to get some different lighting, because I can tell that, particularly when I play games with a lot of blue tint, which this and Wasteland, which I also stream, have in common, it just blasts my face with blue. And I would like to just get some soft, diffused lighting here and make things look a little better. But okay, we're getting into it. Also, look at the size of these pigeons, dude. Am I crazy, or is that a really scaled up pigeon for the size of this man? Oh, wrong zoom. That's a big pigeon, right? Anyway. Just assumed I was a blue guy. Yeah, man, I'm trialing for a Blue Man Group cover band. I just figured if I washed myself in the light, it would be easier. I don't have the commitment to paint myself, so that's what we're doing instead. Okay. So how familiar are you with XCOM 2 if you haven't checked it out? Are you checking out streams because you're considering buying it, or what's your MO? I'm just curious.
Affirmative, moving out.
Because I pimp this game to pretty much everybody that I talk to be honest. I'm really a big fan of it. For me, it's just right in that sweet spot of enough depth that your decision making is impactful and you can make wrong decisions and actually lose, while also being attainably learnable, versus something like Civ is just completely overwhelming to me. Like, I refuse to learn Civ. I'm not interested in the time commitment to learn a game like that. Like, that just feels like work.
Okay.
I'm always super nervous when I start a new campaign and do Operation Gatecrasher, because I feel like it dictates the pace of the whole campaign. That's not really true, but that's just how I feel about it. I almost feel the need to start over if I lose a single soldier on this, because it's great to get through it with everybody alive, get one of each class right to start, not have any rookies on the following mission. But playing on the more difficult setting, I don't know if that's going to be viable. I have it, played a couple missions, but like I said, couldn't get into playing for no real reason, but I still want to watch it. That's cool, man. There's games I like watching, but I can't stand playing. I definitely understand that. It's usually a pretty chill environment in XCOM streams. Yeah, I can be a pretty hyper guy, to be honest. I was just talking about restraint earlier before you came in, and I'm trying to keep myself from bouncing off the walls, because I think a lot of people perceive that as being fake, and that's not the vibe that I'm going for. I've never been a, hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy. Like and follow. Smash that subscribe button. Like, I can't take myself seriously doing that. Fun as it is to have people coming in and chatting and following. So that's kind of a, I don't know. That's kind of at odds. That's a personal battle. But I try to keep myself restrained. Forgot all your characters are named after people. Yeah, the YouTuber voice. That's what you used to do. Yeah, man. I mean, some people are just really like that. Like, I've met people in person that truly have that extrovert personality, and that's cool. And there are people where I believe that it's actually genuine, but I think in the same vein as like acting, like you can tell when it's a uniquely human ability to really zero in on a lack of authenticity. We used to restart if anyone died in XCOM. Yeah. You got to set it off on the right foot. But it's kind of like bad acting. Like, you just, it's unsettling at like a deep primal level. And I feel the same way about the, what's up, guys? How's it going? And some people can really deliver that and do it in a convincing manner. And then other people, you can tell that they're just mimicking what they see is successful. And to me, at least, there's a really obvious difference between those two ways of approaching things. And either you naturally have that or you just don't. And I think that people that don't, like me, just need to accept it and just be a little more chill, be a little more reserved. And that's kind of my personal challenge, because especially when I'm playing with friends, like, I will scream. I'll be loud. I'll try to make jokes, often of the grotesquely offensive variety. And that's something that you kind of have to just measure and keep track of yourself. Put your cons in the air. Yeah, that's a CS classic. You can link that in chat because I guarantee you and I are the only ones that know about that. If you find that and link it in chat, go for it. I'm really curious, because I want to see if Nightbot murders you. He shouldn't, but I still got to work out the kinks on that. Anyway, playing the video game. Everybody's a rookie here, so positioning per unit is equally. There's no reason to put one guy in a different position versus another. They're all the same capabilities. So what I want to do is surround everybody and get a nice chunky group grenade to start the combat. So I guess, Turtle, you're pretty familiar with XCOM 2, but the beginning of the mission is always the most fun part for me. I really, really like optimizing the ambush phase. And hopefully they don't walk toward me and spot me here, because that's going to ruin everything. I really, really like getting that early start in a successful manner, but also much in the same vein as the original. I keep saying the original. I'm well aware that XCOM is older than I am, I think. When did XCOM 1 come out? 80s? If it's in the 80s, it's older than me. If it's in the 90s, it's debatable. Got an ad roll, so I missed quite a bit there, but here's the link. Man, the damn ads, dude. Okay, so I mean, I guess there's nothing I can really do about it. honestly, if I could pay, like, if I could, like, sub to my own channel, I don't think I'd be willing to do it, like, per viewer. I mean, maybe right now, but, like, you know, if any more people are joining. Oh, what the hell? Somebody... I'm gonna be being a bad boy. Are my alerts not on? I looked at my preview, and I see that somebody followed, which I'm assuming was Turtle, and it didn't alert me. I'm gonna have to get that dialed in later. If you followed, thank you. If not, that's okay. Not trying to pressure you. I'm just trying to figure out why my alerts aren't working. Released in 94. All right. XCOM is equally as old as me. In any case, what I keep referring to as the original XCOM Enemy Unknown, the glam cam really helped me get invested in the game and stay motivated to keep playing it and learning it. And that layer of presentation is something that's unfortunately sorely missing in a lot of other games. And oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Holy shit. I don't know. That's a presentation layer that I feel like a lot of games miss. And it helped me stay invested in it, and I think they did an even better job with it in this game, and I really, really like it in the ambush scenes. He's trying hard. Yeah, dude, that yeah, that video is gnarly. Also, hey Keiki, welcome to the stream. I can speak. I've been speaking English the entirety of my life. I promise I can do it. All right, we're gonna start the combat here. This is what I was talking about. You get the nice camera. That was a pretty good roll on the damage. Now we're gonna get these guys. They're gonna run out of cover. Everybody else is gonna take free shots because they were in Overwatch, and this should be a pretty smooth start. Esports crowds are different. Yeah, man, but I mean, like, not everybody's equally motivated in those. Like, there are a lot of hype. Poggers individuals in those crowds, as the kids might say, but they're still only there for what they're there for. Like, every single... I'm a big Counter-Strike fan, and every single time there's a musical event as like an intermission thing at halftime or whatever, nobody in the crowd gives a fuck. Like, nobody... They're not there to see your set. They're there to watch nerds play a video game. And it's super embarrassing. Like, I almost feel bad for the performers, but I think they should do some research, or their agents should do research, and... Fuck! Have an idea of what they're signing up for. Okay, we're not on track to have everybody survive. But, like, this is going real poorly already. They'll try to get everybody hyped, and they'll be like, everybody fucking jump, and just dead silence in the crowd. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that's Commander. We're gonna go for it for a while. I'm gonna try not to be discouraged by that, but that really sucks. I think, to be perfectly honest, I think that this would go better, and I would think a little bit more hard about what I was doing if I wasn't trying to interact with chat, but frankly, that's almost more fun than playing the game. Because I should have realized with these guys coming over here, they were gonna come down and have a good angle against the people here. And I think I should have been positioning them more from the angle like the way I have my camera here versus like this. But I am pretty sad that they took out two of my guys, because if I get wiped here, I'm gonna start over. If I survive, I'm just gonna try to suffer through the campaign as long as it can. Yeah, man, it's all chat's fault. It's all chat's fault. It's the only time I'll ever watch myself die. Was that you? Did you get murdered? I wasn't even paying attention to the name. That's tragic. Okay, this guy's got Overwatch, so if I move, he shoots. That means I have to grenade to get him off my back. You already used a grenade. You are in an unfortunate position, and if you throw the grenade, you're not going to be able to move. But that's a low shot % chance, so we're going to do the grenade. Yeah, well, hopefully nobody gets upset about that, but the thing is, the game has randomly generated names, and there's plenty of generic American-sounding names, so... I think as long as no one calls attention to the fact that their own real name is in here, they won't know the difference between my friends' names and randomly generated names. Okay, I think we might be wiping this campaign. I think my brain is too small for Commander. We're down. And then there was one. Holy shit, dude. Can you imagine, like... I want everybody to consider for a second that regularly on the XCOM subreddit, you will see people posting perfect legendary Iron Man runs, hardest difficulty, no saves coming, where none of their soldiers died. And I'm a difficulty below that, and I'm just getting murdered. This is the kind of shit that like makes people stop playing the game. They're like, fuck this game. This shit isn't fair. Okay. All right. We're gonna do veteran. We're gonna do veteran. And we'll stick with the we'll stick with the Iron Man though. I like to tell myself that I'm not gonna save scum every time I play the game, and I can't do it. So I'm gonna pray to the XCOM gods that they don't fuck up my game, because that's always the risk you run on Iron Man without having a save to go back to. And we're gonna start over. And we're gonna skip the cutscene because we just watched it, and it's loud as hell. Please, 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 skip. Okay. Is it save scumming if the whole campaign gets wiped, or should I just uninstall the game when everybody gets killed? I don't know. We're gonna hit him where it hurts. Ooh, that was a chunky frame rate. All right. I like that there's different setups for the opening mission too. Like the game being randomly generated just provides it so much more replayability, and even the introductory mission being randomly generated is fantastic. Yeah, what could go wrong? Well, hopefully we'll handle this a lot better. I think on this difficulty, it's going to be just these 3 troopers and one field commander or whatever they're called. I think they're called field commanders. So it should be easier. I know I said it's randomly generated, and it is. The map is randomly generated, and this is a different kind of objective. I mean, we're still planting a bomb, but the target is different, so it changes the layout of the battlefield a little bit. But I do think that there only being 4 enemies is a constant for the first level on this particular difficulty setting, but after that, it's anything goes, and it's entirely random. And with that in mind, I would like to locate the commander before I move up, but there's so much vision, I don't think that that's going to be viable. In fact, I think I'm going to have to take a shot from here. Can I get a grenade over there? Oh, what a throwing arm on this guy. Oh, that sucks, though. You got to hand it to them with this game with, like, the actual physicality of the world. Even though the AoE bubble is touching all of these guys, depending on which side of this little Gears of War chest-high wall my grenade falls on, I can't hit all of them. So, obviously, I'm going to go for the 2 instead of the 1. I wish I could chunk them all. Yo, my man, subscribing. Thank you for the $2.50 at the end of the month after I get $100 for the payout threshold. Thanks, man. Badges are coming. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's cool just to see people with the badges, honestly. I'm gonna put Nicole to work. I'm not completely done with all the imagery on the channel. So what I'm planning to do, I don't know like what like time thresholds I'm gonna do, but I'm planning to do like a bronze toaster for the first chunk of however long I decide to make the thresholds, and then a silver toaster, and a gold toaster as the sub badges. Right now it's just the generic Twitch icon. But that's coming, and I still got to do emotes too. I think I have 5 emote slots, and I have some ideas, but despite having a degree in graphic design, I am incredibly unskilled beyond anyone's wildest imagination. And that's why I'm having her do everything for me, which is quite nice of her, and I'm very appreciative. I think I'm going to move this guy up for kind of a side shot and cover my bases for all the directions these guys might run out. And we're gonna get this party started here. I don't think it matters which one of these guys throws the grenade, If they both have the same percent chance to hit from here. Yep, he's a little bit closer, so he's a little bit higher percent chance. That makes sense. We're going to overwatch everybody else, and we're going to stir the pot, as it were. Really wish I could hit all of these guys, but honestly, I'm just impressed that the game is managing that. So let's blow everybody up. Actually, I suppose that's just as well, too, because I can tell that the trooper on the right is carrying loot, and if I blew him up, the loot would get detonated. So this is actually a best-case scenario now that I think about it. Oh, this ought to be clean. Look how much easier the game is when you're on baby difficulty. I love it. Don't worry, I'm sure the game's going to find a way to kick my ass farther on. You got to bait people into a false sense of security. Okay, I have 2 turns to pick that up. I don't want to run out and just... Does this mean that the tower is going to see me? Because I've already broken stealth. Oh, that's who's going to see me. I didn't see them earlier. Okay, I was wrong about there only being 4 troopers. Okay. So I could run up and try to shoot at them, but they're going to move when they get spotted. So I think what I'm going to do is instead see if they patrol.
What's over there?
Because if I move everybody just a tile beyond their field of view, if they happen to patrol toward me, I might be able to get some free Overwatch shots off. The only problem is that I'm going to have to make a mad dash for that loot in the next turn if I want it, but that's okay. I can grab it and move back to cover and just not attack with one guy. So let's see if they walk toward us and give me a free shot. Not really counting on it personally. I feel like most pods don't patrol. Oh. They patrolled out of sight. Okay, well, there goes any advantage I had. Just pick that up, see if they spot me. Got a scope.
I've got it.
Oh, come on.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts.
That's exactly what I was worried about. Okay. Well, turns out in retrospect it would have been better to just move up and attack, because then I could have grabbed this shit sooner, and now I've popped them and I can't attack with this guy, because I definitely want to move him back into cover. I'm going to try to be a little more cognizant about what they can do and not just think about what I'm trying to do. So I want to move this guy because the first thing this trooper is going to do is he's going to move here. That's going to be a flanking shot, and I'm going to get butt touched. So I'm going to move back. Okay. I'm going to make it a harder angle. And that also gives me a flanking shot, which I wasn't honestly counting on. Lucky 66. All right. Okay. And... man, this is already going so much better. Isn't it fun when you're winning the video game? What are my options here? I guess I could blow that guy up. I'm not going to get his corpse to sell on Alien Craigslist later, but I don't know how much I care about that early game. I think I care about my dudes surviving more early game than anything else. So honestly, I'm just going to chunk him. Goodbye. Who's left? The officer. I don't know in what world the game thinks that's a shot, but sure, we'll take that less than half a coin flip. I remember reading somewhere that the game legitimately cheats in your favor on anything but the hardest difficulty. I have to say I was feeling pretty fucked over on the previous run, but to be honest, like I feel like the game's just giving me freebies with these shot percentages. Like it might show 45%, but it's like it simulates it 3 times in the background, and if any of those are a hit, it just gives it to you. Because that was the cleanest run of all time.
You want some more? Area is secure.
Area is secure.
Picking up any inbound
whatever. We'll do a run on this. That's gonna be the official start to the campaign. I'm sure I will eat my words, and my boundless hubris will catch up to me, and we'll have a hard time soon enough. 45% with advantage. Plant that X4. Now we get treated to a beautiful explosion. Man, I am thirsty.
Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
Doesn't help that I sleep like a shrimp, just completely curled up like that. I think I'm like closing up my throat. I just wake up super dry. I'm gonna try to take a picture of every mission. Document our successes and failures.
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all.
All right. It begins. Off to a good start. Some of my buddies make fun of me whenever I play this game. They're like, "Oh, has it been 3 months already? Is it already time for another XCOM campaign?" I don't know why that button's not working. That's supposed to take me to the promote page. Maybe it'll do it after the first mission. I have a couple of UI mods that are supposed to make your life easier in regards to ensuring that you hit all your upgrades and that you have your...
Capable of generating immense power.
I'm gonna get real close in here because I know these are really loud. Should I skip the cutscenes or should I let them play out? Because I don't know if they're uncomfortably loud because I can't hear how you're hearing it. Please let me know.
I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we
hell is that emote? Is that a squid?
While removing you from the alien stasis suit.
I don't know if that's an answer to my question, but I do like the squid.
Occipital lobe.
Or octopus.
Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However,
it's not too loud. Okay. Honestly, I feel like bumping my shit. I feel like the intro sequence was louder than this is, but my real concern is, can you hear me clearly over it when I'm talking over it? I assume that most people watching XCOM streams have probably seen these cutscenes like hundreds of times, and usually when I'm playing a game on my own, I like to watch all the cutscenes, even if I played it already, just to give me a, I don't know, keep me grounded in where I'm at in the story. But I'm clearly not paying attention to them right now. I know that went super smoothly. Can you hear me fine? Okay, cool. Now that went super smoothly, but I think I'm going to research toward armor first and foremost and keep things going that smoothly.
We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Nice that I have kind of a handful of dudes already from the pool. Oh, let's make Turtle. Turtle, you there? You want to get a dude?
You know, I probably...
Let me know if you're there and I'll make you a dude. You can pick your outfit.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine.
You know what? I'm going to take advantage of this cutscene. I'm going to pee. I'll be right back. We'll let this cutscene play out. We're going to make you a dude.
It'll work.
Or a chick if you want.
Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help...
Guess who's back?
Well, you'd be amazed.
Back again.
What I can do.
Oh, you know what? All right. Just kidding. I'm gonna get my water.
It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
I'm back! I think one of my favorite things about this game is that it's played from the perspective of the commander, so that the player is the commander. And this girl was just telling me about her dead dad and how she's so honored to meet me, and I'm just dick out peeing and refilling my water bottle, paying her no mind, while
Now we just have
She's
to make all
pouring
those
her heart
people in
out
the
to me.
colonies remember
All
what
right,
we're
let's
fighting for.
make you a dude.
My father didn't die so we could become a
So
race
should
of
we go?
cowering test subjects for the
Should we go
aliens to
Mick
torment.
Long Turtle?
Just have to get the people's attention.
First name, last name like that? To be honest, I feel like Turtle McLong sounds more like first name, last name. All right, sounds good. And what might you say is your disposition? This bottom one that's being blocked by my toaster says, let's go. Actually, I could move it. This is a 5,000 point channel reward, but I'll redeem it. There, it's out of the way. So we got by the book, laid back, normal, twitchy, happy-go-lucky, hard luck, intense, angry, cocky, suspicious, smug, let's go. How are you feeling today? Suspicious? Are you suspicious of me? Of whom or what are you suspicious? I'm gonna write you a bio. I'm writing this myself. McLong Turtle. Can't type. Popped into my Twitch stream looking for XCOM 2 streams. He is the first soldier to be added to the resistance from the... My dog is barking. From the Twitch reserves, and may likely be the first to die. However, he is committed to the cause. He is also a little sus. That's okay. All right. I don't want to go through like every option and take forever, but I'll ask you this. Do you want to be a normal looking dude, an XCOM looking dude, a Halo looking dude, a generic futuristic looking dude? What general kind of vibe are we thinking? I've got a handful of cosmetic mods going on. I've got some Fallout shit. I've got some Metal Gear shit, some Call of Duty shit, ranging both from the futuristic Black Ops games and the more like Modern Warfare type stuff. You could be a big, strong Gears of War man. At the very least, we got a generic turtle vibes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, we definitely need a shell. So you're gonna have a helmet. Unfortunately, that means we're losing the sick aviators and the guile hair. But let's see what we've got in the way of helmets. Hello. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty solid shell. Full armor faceplate. Oh, that's face paint, not helmet paint. You're not gonna see that. You're wearing a helmet. Let's look at armor pieces. My lovely assistant is bringing me a cat. This cat is extremely patient. She will stay in whatever position she was in when you pick her up. She will just stay in loaf form. I'm gonna put her in the bed down here. And if anybody wants to redeem the enlarged petcam channel point reward, it'll put it up on the screen in the middle of the screen for a second, and it'll come back up in its regular position at the bottom right. We can keep an eye on her. I will leave that up to any of you if you're interested in blocking the ammo and weapon information at the bottom right with a cat in a bed. Gotta check on my meat. You cooking? I guess you can't hear me if you're gone checking on your meat. Okay, let's give him some armor, though. I think we'll just keep him a regular XCOM guy to start. The tricky thing about having all these mods is that there's so much stuff that conflicts with each other, and people don't tag everything correctly, so all kinds of shit that is not XCOM shows up, like Gears of War stuff is XCOM. So that definitely complicates things. I think the easy thing to do is take off all this excessive stuff first. Cool as all that gear is. What's your meat? You cooking something? Okay, here we go. Ah, jeez. And the arms are gonna be all fucked up. What looks turtley? I like this. It's got some pads. We can make you green. I want kind of like an earthy green. Yeah, that's good. And then the alternate color will be a brown. Some of these colors are just like real neon. Like, look at that. That's supposed to be a cloth, and it's like a fucking underglow in Need for Speed or Fast and Furious. I want a more earthy tone. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that'll be Turtle Man. All right. You know what? Let's make your gun. Let's get your gun branding figured out too. All right. I think that's looking pretty sick. It looks like there's something wrong with your legs. Ah, you got some garbage on your shins. All right. So I think what we'll do is we'll start out with that, and if you survive, we'll periodically add some armor pieces and features to you. But there we are. We're looking good. I'll make sure to bring you into the first mission, even though I've got 4 dudes to level up. It's always good to keep another rookie in. Let's just get our first guy's classes out of the way.
Just like it sounds,
I know I said I'm not a cutscene skipper, but I think I'm going to skip his explanation of the classes.
From extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship.
Got a big-ass marinated pork steak thing, very common barbecue cut here, on sale that I just air-fried. That sounds sweet, man. I don't know where around here is. Maybe you want to stay safe on the internet. If so, that's fine. I want you to be a healer.
Operating some of our most...
I want you to be a ranger.
The ranger,
Yeah. I know how that works. And you're going to be a grenadier. Oh, Sweden. I have had several people from Sweden. I don't know if several, like a handful, count on one handable, people from Sweden pop in here, including one guy I made friends with, not actually from Twitch, but I made friends with him on Reddit, who his first name is my last name, which is not an uncommon, or is not a common last name here in America by any means, and I thought that was really interesting. And then a couple other guys from Sweden specifically found me on TikTok and came into the stream. So I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is about my small-time stream that appeals to Sweden, but that's cool. What time is it over there? It's, I think when it was like late at night for me, it was like around 10 in the morning over there. So I'm guessing it's like getting. I'm wondering if I have that mixed up. 2:42 in AM, right? So you cooking steak in the middle of the damn night? Now I gotta look it up.
Transmission from some clown calling himself.
Even though you could tell me. Time in Sweden.
Sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
Yeah, that's AM. Yeah, I mean, I mean that's what I figured when you said that, but like,
Commander,
I don't mean to judge. I just think that's a weird time to air fry some pork.
Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation.
Hey man, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I can't tell you how many times I've been hungry in the middle of the night and wish I could just will a steak into existence, but didn't want to make the effort to do it. So I respect the effort.
It's on us to take it
Cat
all
jam.
back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Commander, we're attempting contact with a local resistance faction known as the
Oh yeah, I
Reapers.
forgot you've been there.
These people like to keep a very
Maybe you
low
guys met for all you
profile,
know.
so it may take some time before we hear back. While we're waiting, it might be worthwhile to scan the area for additional supplies and resources. You never know what you may find out there.
Hey, let me know if the stream buffers or gets otherwise fucked up. I see red square on OBS, and my frame rate is tanking. And the last time this was happening, I had packet loss, which I could easily verify in TeamSpeak. Yeah, Man, that sucks. No, that shouldn't matter. That is unbelievably annoying. I have it's going down. 0.30% packet loss, and that's causing me all kinds of problems. So I mean, let me know if it gets too gnarly, and I can try to put my assistant on chat with Xfinity, because last time they actually fixed it. I was blown away. I've never had an internet problem that was actually fixed by talking to chat, but they sent me some refresh signal, and it fixed my like 10% packet loss. I was astonished. Forgot to eat, and now you're hungry. It's buffering. Fuck, man. Yeah, I'm seeing it fluctuate here, and my drop frames count is rising. That's so goddamn annoying. I'm beginning to be convinced that I'm like using more upload than the standard household here, and that they're starting to throttle me. Yeah, I can do it on my phone if you want. That's just so annoying, man. I just want to... Oh, wow, it's really climbing now, too. That's so fucking annoying. I have people watching. I'm gonna have to get a fucking business line. That sucks. I'm only outputting at 6 kilobits a second. I can try to reduce it, but it's just gonna make things worse.
Commander, during the course of our research, we made a startling breakthrough that has led us to...
I feel like I'm just gonna have to make it like a regular event to talk to support, and then
we must do so immediately, or I fear we
have
will
them
lose
unfuck my
opportunity to
connection.
return to it in the future.
I don't remember how I got to this Xfinity chat last time. They were actually so helpful. Yeah, no, it was in Chrome. I know it was in Chrome. That's just so unfortunate. Like it's just climbing. I'm trying to do my thing, trying to have a good time here. I feel like they changed this website since like 4 days ago when I used it. I'm getting there. Would you rather do this on the computer or on my phone? Okay, let me go sign in over there for you. Listen, I'm gonna run an ad real quick. Not because I'm trying to scam you. Never mind, it won't let me. I guess it did it automatically. I was just gonna do it because I wanted people to not get fucked over with pre-rolls. I will be right back. Like 1 or 2 minutes. Please stand by. Okay, I'm back. Got my lovely assistant talking to support for me. I have green box right now, so I'm looking a little bit better. I dropped my bitrate by 2,000 kilobits per second, so please tell me if the quality is not looking very good. My internet is beyond capable of doing in excess of 6,000, but I'm at 4,000 right now. So if everybody didn't all leave during that BRB screen, I would really like feedback on if this is looking shitty, because if it's looking shitty, I'll try to bump it back up. Okay. What are we doing? We need new research. I suppose we will do the quicker thing. I don't really care about the breakthrough. We're going to do that.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research...
It's looking like we're more stable. I don't know if Pikachu means if I'm good or not. Oh, holy shit. That... If you're asking about the BRB music, I just got that chat. How goddamn delayed am I? Is there anything I can do about that? Whatever. In the spring of 2015, human military forces engaged one of the first aliens battleships in the skies over this area. The civilian populace below was devastated during the ensuing battle. We deployed teams to sweep for possible salvage, and they returned with a number of resources found scattered throughout the area. Commander, after a recent success, members of the resistance in West Africa have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. Ooh, rookies. Yeah, so someone let me know if the quality's looking like Garbo. Thankfully, XCOM isn't a high motion game, so the low bitrate might be acceptable, but
Our research was a success.
I'm unsure whether lowering the bitrate had a hand in fixing my packet loss or not, because I really should be able to stream at a constant 6,000 without issue. And I'm quite annoyed at that outcome. That took a while to come through. I mean, I could restart the stream, but I don't really want to do that.
Has grown particularly interested in this field of research.
Assistant says the stream is fine.
Inspiration could lead to vast improvements in our research efficiency. However, we must act fast.
I sent that right when you took the BRB screen away, maybe 10 seconds before. I mean, that might just be where... I might be overreacting. It might just be what the delay always has been. I'm getting it in my head that the packet loss is causing further delay, or that it like put me off sync and now I can't get there. Okay, well, in any case, please give me feedback on if the quality on my camera or the video is poor, and I will try to bump up the bitrate again, because I'm really unsure whether that had a hand in the packet loss or not. What am I doing? Yeah, I guess we'll take advantage of the inspired research.
Immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
It's not going to be long until that happens.
Continues to grow. We'll have a better chance of finding
Okay,
ways to strike
West
back at
Africa,
Advent.
Operation Serbian Stranger, neutralize field commander. That's my favorite mission type. I think that's the most fun mission
Our window
type.
of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Cool. We'll get an engineer. It's easy. That's good because my brain is small. Turtle, if you're still out there, your debut is now. Your time has come. Let's get him in there. McClong Turtle. Front and center. Time to die. It's definitely delayed right now compared to how quickly my messages are showing up before. Quality is good. I'll accept that. We're just going to have to live with that. Hopefully next time it's better. If I have to get a premium business internet just to stream casually, I'm going to be pretty upset. All right, this is looking like a quality squad. Let's get to it. Turtle, I'm going to do my very best to keep you alive for at least one mission.
Sky Ranger. We're in the pipe.
Anything beyond that, all bets are off, but I'm going to get you one mission. We might even get you a kill and get you leveled up. And this way you can live vicariously through me and you can truly say that you've been there and that you've played the game. Because what better way to play the game than to be on the ground killing the aliens? I just bumped my mic, I apologize. That probably sounded horrible.
have an opportunity
Or maybe my
to
shock mount did its
completely
job.
disrupt Advent's command structure and delay their current operations. All we have to do is neutralize that officer. Menace 1-5,
All right.
we're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but we
I feel
don't
like
have
the
an exact fix on their
perspective right
location.
now is real
Sweep
freaking
the
weird.
area and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
5 sec. Boosh, maybe you just need to refresh, dog. Yeah, if you're like 5 seconds, then I should have figured the problem was on the viewer's end. I've found that if I tab out of a stream that I'm watching and I come back, there's a test squid. If I come back, like even, like the audio video will get like desynced even, but I think that that's probably a Chrome issue. But I definitely think that the chat gets delayed when I do that as well. So right now I just want to move around and kind of get a lay of the land through the fog of war. So I can take my time until I make contact. I think I'm just going to move everybody up on the right side all as a group. I'm not really too concerned about Counter-Strike-esque map control. I'd really rather just keep everybody together and tradable, as it were. We're going to waste a turn there, because you can't fire even if you encounter somebody after moving, because you have a big, heavy sniper rifle. Is the buffering just on my end? No, I see red square again, so I think that means my internet is butt-fucking me. I pay $100 a month for no data cap gigabit internet with like 40 gigabits per second up, so that should not be happening. But I have my girlfriend, who I jokingly refer to on stream as my assistant, talking to Xfinity chat right now, wondering how much of this is going to come through if you keep getting buffers. But when I was streaming Divinity the other day, this was happening, and I talked to chat. Well, I guess it is chat. I talked to support chat, and they sent me a refresh signal, and it was just, they fixed it. So I'm kind of becoming convinced that they're just throttling me. I admit that it's harder to see. I admit that it's harder to see low level packet loss when you're just doing whatever on the computer, but yeah, I'm dropping to zero kilobits per second out sometimes. What? Who? The chat? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, sorry. What's he saying? That's classic. This is so lame, dude. I'm pretty sure my ISP is just throttling me, like I said on chat. Now I'm just like watching this. My drop frames are skyrocketing. I'm going up to 5%. I'm sending an incredibly small amount of bandwidth per second. I have 1.5% packet loss outbound. Probably test, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would just continue to contact support till the issue goes away. I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna have to do it every time. What can I tell them to say? Stop throttling me. They'll just say I'm not, right? Man, that shit is a mood killer. Make enough of a stink, they should just give this guy whatever he wants within reason flag on your account. Yeah, I guess I can hope for that. I just want to stop seeing that fucking red square on OBS. It makes me so mad. It's not like this is my livelihood or anything. I just want to. It's just fun. I just want to do it. I pay for the internet like everyone else. I'm not keeping anyone else from using the internet. I have a 40 megabit per second limit or upload speed. I think I can use 6 of that constantly for a few hours at a time, but Xfinity feels differently.
Covering now. Enemies on the move.
So fucking frustrating. Especially because I had people come in chat. I think I got a volume signal from Comcast. 1 packet transmitted, 0 received, 100% packet loss. So are they going to do something about it? They see an issue on their side, right? I have a refresh the account from my end. Could you ping the device once again? Yeah, I mean, just keep doing that, I guess. Currently streaming at 300 kilobits a second. I don't think that that's viable.